welcome to the channel. Today we're cutting some lumber with the wood miser to show you how easy it is.
Hey everybody, Poppy here. I forgot to show you the valley. The valley view today is very awesome. Light clouds, a nice Virginia breeze. It's beautiful up here. Good afternoon, everybody. So just a few minutes ago, I got finished cutting trim boards, another set of logs for the house, and I'll show you that here in just a few minutes. But I thought while I had everything out, I would show you something about this LT28 mill for anyone who's looking to buy a personal mill. I've owned the Timber King brand. It was fine. I liked it. The availability of this wood miser mill was better when I went to buy it during COVID. So this is what we got. I'll finally turn you around and show you a few things. So we got a wood miser LT28 with a few upgrades, the ones that matter to me. I've been sawing personal lumber for I guess 25 years now, so I don't need as many whistles and bells as the folks just starting out. Well, a lot of people are starting out with the small manual mills that sit on the ground, so I guess they're learning that way. But anyway, you need a good horsepower motor. We got this 25 horsepower here. And I'd say for me, that's a minimum, because if you get into some hard lumber, you need something with a little power. And then it's got a manual lumber set, which you can either do nominal lumber or just by the inch, real 2x4s, real 1x4s. Do a lot of 5/4 boards here for building around the farm. But I got the walk behind power feed. Generally I sit on the end of the mill while it power feeds its way through. I just watch everything, make sure we're not getting into trouble. It's got manual blade tensioner. On my old mill, it had a PSI oil filled gauge. I guess you'd call that hydraulic. That would tell you the tension on the blade. But this one's just got this set from the factory here that works good. That bolt set when you tighten the blade up. It's got to be in a specific range, and it works fine. And then this setup where you have the cantilevered arm there, that blade is always level with these beds here, and they're factory set, but you can see they can all be adjusted if you ever do something crazy like drop a 4-ton log on it or have some other kind of accident. But it's fully settable, but it's pretty easy they have a kit if you want to check it that sets on that blade, and then you run the blade over to your bed, and then you can see whether it's dead level or not using, of all things, a level. Pretty simple. But then here you got this manual dog here, and then it's locked in place with this spring-loaded chain there. And then you got this manual log turn. I always use the PV, but if you got a bad back or you're not strong enough to turn a log because it's a heavy oak, you can always use this log turner right here that works really well. You can see it's rigged with a cable and just a manual winch. That winch right there, of course, can be traded out for an electronic, but I don't see the need for it. I've only used it once, so just for me, it's just something to have if you get in trouble with a heavy log, and it could happen. The most important thing for me are these little adjusters right here. Now that'll raise and lower the log left to right, because there's always a taper on these logs, right? So in case you load it backwards, you got one on both ends. But generally, if you're smart, you'll load the fat end of the log down here at what I call the beginning, and then you just need that one on the taper on that end to lift it to level. I always get the first two cuts square, and then from then on you just go to cutting, because everything's level after that. Once you get a taper out of it on two sides, you're done with that. Of course, let me go to the other side, I'll show you. These here, just what you lean the log against, so you can tell whether you're level to the bed or not, with how square you are on these. They're fully adjustable. You can see down here where they can swing. It's a little more difficult to see with all this lumber on it, but let's go down to the end. No help there either. Well, let's just take it for granted that if you look up in there, you'll see that adjuster, and all four of them have that, where you can make sure you're at a 90-degree angle to the bed. So I guess the simple thing is you keep your blade right there, level to the bed, and keep these dogs level or at a 90-degree angle to the bed, and just keep cutting, because you got good lumber. Now here's a whole lot of 3/4 boards of various widths, depending on whether I'm doing a window or a door or some chases. But I never go too deep on the bed, just to stay away from any possible angles. Like all of these are 3/4 boards, and then you get down to this one here, and it's a 1.5, which is, you know, exactly what you get from the lumber store. They call that a 2x, but now it's only a 1.5 nominal dimension. Anyway, I always square these up with the saw instead of trying to get them square before I saw them. I just leave the ends raw. Everybody can do what they want. I guess one thing I didn't show you was this blade lubrication system. Very simple. You got 5 gallons of lube, drops onto the blade down there based on the feed rate that you give it off of this valve right here. I've had all kinds of lubrication systems on different mills, but you just don't need that much lubrication on this, cutting this white pine. You get into some real hardwood, the chestnut oak I got around here, you need to You need to keep that blade cool. Alright, that's the LT28. I'm gonna put this wood away, get it out of the weather, and we will talk to you later.